Alright, alright. Alright. Sorry, just trying to figure out how to fucking sit in this place right now. You can't see it on the camera, but place is a real fucking mess. Holy shit. Ugh. It's all empty behind me, but the floor looks like Asmongold's house. little joke about bigger streamers than me. So, alrighty. Yeah, very soon. So I'm not streaming tomorrow, because I literally move out on Saturday. So yeah. Oh, a lot of complicated things with that as well. Because of a certain J9. We kind of can't start unpacking properly right away. Because she, you know, she's made this a pain in the ass every step of the fucking way. So as such, there's a good chance I'll be reverting to a primitive streaming setup while it happens, like just natively stream it on my fucking PS5. It's a long story, but yeah. Look at the Discord, I'll post any updates in there. There's just a chance I'll just be doing some extra DVD streams and Final Fantasy 16 will go on hiatus. Only for like another 11 days, but I look forward to it being over because, yeah. Doesn't feel real at the moment, just feels like the place is a fucking mess. So, this is my last stream in my current house, so yeah, big developments. We destroyed one of the first mother crystals. We gained knowledge of a ancient looking evil being called Ultima, who wants Clive for some nefarious purposes. Sid sacrificed himself to save Clyde, and so did Joshua to a degree. 3 years have passed, and Hugo Kupka, in revenge for Benedicta, destroyed the old hideaway. 3 years have now passed, Clyde has taken up the moniker of Sid. To keep the movement going. And it looks like they're hiding out in an old airship. How symbolic.
Welcome back, Sid.
So, yeah, let's be real. We're about to get hit with the side. We're about to get hit with the fucking side mission hammer. This is exactly what I'm expecting. It is a cool hideout, but it's also more annoying to get around, as we'll get familiar with.
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
What's her name? Vivian. That's right. She's like our...
Trust I'm not intruding.
Trying to remember her role. I think she's
Back
like a
from your
tactician.
mission. I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
Yeah, Vivian Nine. Let's just jump in. Oh, friend of mine for the past 3 years off screen. A scholar, yeah, so a strategist, so she is a tactician of sorts. A scholar and strategist who makes her home in the hideaway, analysing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Nine Tails, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject.
Have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life? And none was especially memorable.
Yeah, Nine Tails
So,
as a
to what do I owe the honour?
nickname.
Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Vivian Exposition. Basil Exposition.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures.
That's Waloed.
But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the
Looks
Twin
Game of Thrones as fuck, yeah.
The
100%.
non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check.
This even sounds
But
like
if
the
they truly
final.
broke the pact.
It even sounds like the Final Fantasy like version of, you know, do 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 do, you know, do 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 do. Yeah, it just sounds like the Final Fantasy version of
Without
that.
provocation. It is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside.
But it doesn't have its
Do you not
equivalent
feel
to my
home?
favourite part of the Game of Thrones
Oh.
song.
Dark clouds I won't.
Just the
gather
very
in
end where it
warm.
swells up and then
in
stops and
spite
just
of the
has the
fall,
little.
she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even.
Is that a goat in the
Right.
background?
Return this volume
See.
to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Ah, it's an algae. Same thing. Common mistake. Yeah, look at this sick ass library now. Mean upgrade.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On gods and men. Hand over animation.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same.
Fucking
But
tit.
alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of
Don't
the
mind me a
creature you
tart
encountered
gift,
at
you know what I
Drake's Head.
mean.
But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though.
Filching?
Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the
We got a
floor.
pocket for him!
Hush now. We
Shut
all
up,
know there's
you
no such thing
little
as no
scullery maids. You know that there are like a no one
seem
NPC if they really talk
Aye.
all British.
Yet
Right,
they
Gobber?
laugh far too little
Right,
for one so
Gov?
young. The loss of their
What's
parents
all this
weighs
in?
heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Taria?
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems.
Pretty much.
It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it.
I guess his head's
What
brand
it was
new.
like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
To talk about how in residence Physica of Clive, sideway and trusted ally of the cause. Branded as a bearer from birth and forced to serve as a battlefield healer, Taria put her surgical training to use in removing her own brand, a procedure she has since perfected and offers to any other escaped slave. Like that, nice.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear you should. Oh, no. I still don't know
The reading table. Alright. Yep. The Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon I'll see your done to wear upon my return. Gav. Hugs and kisses. Right.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years.
I said 3 years.
If I could only
It's
come
been
out this
5.
power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid.
Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
Yeah, we were talking to Taria.
This
She
mission
did
of
it.
ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals
She removed
take
his bread.
more than they give.
She offers the
In
service
exchange
to
for momentary comfort,
all escaped branded
we
now.
must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now? Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
Bran.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Chin chin.
To a world without mother crystals. To sit.
Okay. Meanwhile, north of the wall.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother.
Fucking Joshua
Our efforts in vain.
rocking that fucking Roxas haircut.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Intrude. We're just
Speak
having a
freely,
toast,
Otto.
bro.
Martha,
Chill.
From the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The covering storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
What's I got here? Hello. The goblin coin! Yeah, acting like he caught Clive half inside Jill. Jesus. I guess this very nostalgic ass sounding track. Wall of Memories. This is like an accolade wall. So what we got the oath. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Cid. This crystal shard, transfixed with twin daggers, is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. That's all we've got at the moment. Speak with Otto, but let's actually check the forge and the shops.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
Alright, so 11 bolts, a flame tongue, and a lightning shard. And it's, well, certainly better.
Right.
Can I reinforce it? No. Compared to what? Meteor Cross. No.
Anything else?
I don't know,
Karen.
perhaps I should... Is it business or pleasure? If
Pleasure,
you're gonna buy
Karen.
something, be quick about it.
As long as you're the one giving me the pleasure. Oh yeah, better make sure I equipped my accessory I got. Cobalt tassels. Yeah. Elixirs. They're not fucking cheap though. I won't get an elixir yet.
Come
just 'cause
again.
that's like most of
Or
my fucking
don't.
most of my money.
Either way.
Ah yeah, let's check my gear. I'm pretty sure I did equip it. Yeah, Breath of Fire, Flames of Rebirth, cool. And how long until I can master Flames of Rebirth? About 5. We'll just say 500 AP. Might as well just fucking master it and get it out of the way.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was.
Of course it
Ever
bloody
since
was.
Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
I think the curse breakers are like our people. A unit drawn from those of fighting age and martial training among the residents of the Hideaway, who conduct operations to liberate bearers from slavery, beginning as a loose collection of like-minded individuals in the Hideaway, who chose to rid themselves of their bearer brands that they might serve the cause out in the field. The Order has greatly expanded both its ranks and its operations since the move to Benamir, all under Otto's watchful eye. Alright, so he's like, Captain.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
All in good time, my fearless friend. Very well. Well, no cut. Oh, wait. I see you. I see that. You sneaky. Where is it? Ah, fuck you. Oh, all the fucking way down here. Cock and ball. Yep, just gotta hoof my damn ass over there. Because it's not the field. This is as fast as Clive will fucking run. Ah. definitely pretty.
Finish with that log so we can call it a
Almost New Zealand looking.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
I need coke.
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tet does our lemon tarts.
Tet and these lemon tarts.
The coat of pitch,
You gonna tell me about Tet and the lemon tarts? Of course not. God damn it.
Stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch.
It's twice I've heard about it in half an hour. Jesus.
Bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your
Who
skill
the
our only
fuck
means
is
of reaching
Tet,
mainland.
indeed?
Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone.
We're on a
around here
mission.
sees
Learn
it
who
that
the
way.
fuck Tet is.
To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands.
Deadlands?
I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Alrighty. So straight up going to the free reads. Okay. Oh, thank God it's close. Who have I got? I got Jill. I have old Torgy. I got old. No. Who's a good boy? Who's a good doggo?
You alright, boy? Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
What the fuck? Okay. I need to check my loadout. I got nothing equipped. I mean, they're easy enemies at least. Boom! Alright. God, only 24 AP. It's big oof.
I can't imagine it.
Bloody hell. So what the fuck is this shit? I somehow equipped another set. Yeah, I don't want the second set. How do I change that shit? Recommended, optimized, change icon order. Here we go. Okay, that's fucking better.
There's needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Of course it was my fault. Alright.
Well, Did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Set to kill some lousy enemies, Clive. Don't whinge.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Oh, there we go. That's a lot nicer AP. Badge of Might +1. Better attack increase. Let's definitely check that out. I mean, I've got the shitty Badge of Might, so I might as well have the good Badge of Might. The less shitty Badge of Might. Okay. Pretty chill for now. Half expecting to get more at Martha's Rest.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison.
Let's get you to a physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Dark clouds gather.
Cole is right. That was no...
Alright.
Haven Brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
They'll have their own rest to answer to.
Okay. So you know, fast traveling for me. Yeah, so we do want to climb down. Nope, it is here. Dumpty-doo. Alright, so... nope. Nope. Alright, nope. So it's actually... it's the bridge, I think? Bit geographically challenged there.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. Boys from the garrison.
Let's pay good attention. So it's actually just directly out. Alright. Cool.
They've killed my bearer. I demand
Oi, look
You killed my bearer! Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
If those horses touch it.
I just need to remember the controls. Alright. Skibby! Fuck y'all. Huh. Takes a while.
Up ahead.
Oh, look, there she is. Found her.
Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
It's
Chocobo. Nice. Gloom Widow. Let's see if we can just get this shit leveled up. 2390. We can with a little bit of force. Ooh, come on. Where are my enemies at? I hear some chocobos warbling. Hello there. Oh, come on. I saw a big fatty over here. Looks like a Rajang from far away, but I know it's not. Bighorn. Alright. I was about to say, if you're worth like 8 AP or something. I'm on be most cross. Alright. So, abilities. There we go. Oh, that was just to upgrade it. Jesus! And then the master at 4,250. Well, it is upgraded now. We do get to do the better version. So. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We got the better version of it. That's fine. I'm happy to keep it on the Phoenix form until further notice. So, upgraded version. There we go. There we go. Start putting our AP into some cheaper abilities now. But yep, I've upgraded that. It's got a 12-second cooldown reduction. Very nice. It'll mainly be a very valuable thing in the middle of boss fights. Those 12 seconds. Oop. Worth to that one.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Oh, okay. I was sitting back for a cutscene, but I had to X the cutscene.
No.
Oh yes.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
We got
Murderers.
your number.
They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Ooh, he's doing the sword spins.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
The law.
To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Trying the things. Get out of here. Epic finish.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Quest complete. Breath of the Wind, gouge. Reduces gouge's cooldown.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
They're all like fucking turned in. A lot of them are like turned into stone.
The bearers died protecting him.
You know, like definitely using their
Calling upon
magic.
what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Cid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Cid, where are you? Cid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive.
No, we didn't.
He's gone.
I mean, dudes, like half of the dudes here that turned to stone. It's probably for the best.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
Casting.
I'll do it.
Descending. Yuna,
Cole and I will
descending.
remain here and see to the Imperials.
Okay. Doesn't look like the enemies have respawned, so it's, yep. It's a good old run over there. one of these guys called like Hunter. Basically like mini boss fights that you can optionally hunt. Notorious marks, yeah.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball. Nice try.
Coming for you.
There's a nice try.
Gotcha. Okay. Ooh, you're worth a lot of monies. And a level up. Very nice.
You didn't see that coming.
Oh, this is a big eye. Okay, so a measly 116. It's 375 for a bit of Phoenix Shift. 450 for a bit of Deadly Embrace. 2,000 to increase my fucking limit. My limit slots.
That must be the bridge.
Oh my fucking god, really? That was a cool fight. Yeah, they're decently challenging. You'll be using all your skills.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Whoop. Definitely fast traveling.
What in the... No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Strapping young curse breakers. Black blood. A new quest is available nearby. But how many? White-winged wonder. Oh, okay.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
I'll go grab me another beer. Or BRB.
I'd rather not bump into them again.
Oh, fucking minefield. Alright. Oh, why are you all tangled up now? Oh, it is all tangled up now. God damn it. I was going to have a lot of headroom there. Okay. Ugh. Alrighty.
We're not to move.
Oi! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, Question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones?
Oh, I killed
And
those
not just
things.
any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see.
Whiteheart,
They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can
There's
I
a good
find these
bitch, you mean?
chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world.
Not a pluckier bird.
She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
White-winged wonder. Come on. There we go.
That's quite a name for a chocobo.
So's Ambrosia. Loading. Alright.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. Time to fight. It's
over. Alrighty.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business.
Probably from the
But
same
I
family
reckon
tree.
Someone will pay good coin.
Something like
to
that.
mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then.
More
say I
cocky
didn't warn
losers. Let's just come right out with it. Oh, it's one of these. Fucking toggle up in the fucking air there. Cannonball! Toggle coming in with the body slam. It's a good Pokemon. It's got a scar on its eye.
You're safe now. White heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would.
Oh, no, you won't.
And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did.
Unscathed.
I know that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
Right by me, I says. Right by me.
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Right where you are. Equipping sounds. The eye patch is a cute touch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Rocking that Beatrix look.
You scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart.
Beatrix.
I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Don't mind me killing those pesky red chocobos. Okay, bit of renown. Little XP, Ambrosia's tech, sharp fang. Chocobo unlocked. Hold R3 to summon Ambrosia. Do I have other things to do here? No. Okay.
Good girl.
Faster!
Pretty simple. Whoa! Whoa! Alright, well, for now, back to the hideaway. Oh. Yep.
Where's Gav?
Are you Tet? I don't know. Are you Tet? I don't know. Are you Tet? Maeve. Are you Tet? Yeah, I don't care about that. What's up, Gav?
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Ten side quests later.
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities.
Thanks for the exposition, Kev.
Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
I did say my uncle.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune.
You've had too much to drink, Gav.
Of ships.
Well, it's settled then. Ha ha!
Two NPCs looking at each other. Okay. Otto's counter is now open. So yeah, the Light reports. I think the Patron's Whisper is what we use our renown on. And the HUD board. You can lush a tongue. Well, first, the fruits of her labours, which is a pain in the ass to get to. Oh shit. I think it does mean better potions.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway.
Whoa, Uber Eats!
Couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Why not? I'm only the leader.
For a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Here, one there. I think if we... Yep, okay. Cool. I think if we just be cheeky and re-travel to the hideaway, that will be the fastest way. Yep.
That room's as ragged as...
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
Oh.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Hand over animation. Engage!
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd have 'em right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least.
Oh,
Thanks.
very good.
You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's...
I think I'm gonna have to, like, travel again.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind. Even to a tongue-tied lummox like me.
Lummox.
You were one of the good ones, Martel.
Very British lummox.
Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
Something we have in common.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Easy money. Martel apples. Okay. Yeah. So to quickly check out these other things. A lot better than running all the way back.
That broom's as ragged as...
Okay.
Arthur's all right.
So...
Yep.
There you are, Cooper. I've been looking all over for you. The matter is this, Cooper.
Board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Cooper. I knew that already. And that's why I need your help, as I need not remind you, Cooper, I'm the mightiest of all the Moogles. No fiend of the forest or ghoul of the fucking hell. So I need you to slay them all. Kill these fuckers.
Right.
Cooper.
Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Cooper. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Cooper. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Cooper, I'm your Moogle. Whew. Almost. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. I know. The Angel of Death. Alright. Clearview, Sambrick. The Broken Hilton Rosaria. Goats. Anything for me, goats?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
Alright. No
Think you can
current
help?
task. Oh, wait up.
Clive! Quick look.
Imperial Province of Rosaria. Alright, up to
Always
date on that
something,
front.
yeah.
Desiree!
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Patron's Whisper!
Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll. Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
To the Patron's Whisper.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Main side quest is defeat notorious marks to learn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Yep, okay. Talk of the Tea House. Ooh, get 400 ability points. Ooh. Oh, so I need a renown rating of 85. I went, ooh, because I saw the Berserker ring. Which will become a permanent part of my kit. It's great. Okay.
You earned this.
Sick. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry, heart-struck dowager. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. The Blood Axes. From Meteorite. So when I do a perfect dodge, it basically lets me briefly go into, like, limit break status. Lets me briefly semi-prime.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Fucking sick. Alright. Okay. Can't go anywhere else yet.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
What a Jill episode!
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your
Oh,
mother's
so
reach
good, so good.
extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many...
There's one in the
Almost
broken
between here and Port
hills.
Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Okay. I suppose I can handily look at the marks. Active quests. That's not helpful. Broken Hilt was one of the locations. Let's go back. Let's get these fucking... Now that I can freely travel again. Still going on about your fucking broom, lady. Yes, you are so fat and cute. So yes, we had... Yeah, so this was the Broken Hills in Rosaria, Clearview and Sambrick. Okay. Do we have any about? So that's all Rosaria. That's Eastern Rosaria. That's Sambrick. Clearview, Sambrick. We'll quickly go there, see if we can get a gauge on that. I feel like I think it's here. Ugh, Ambrosia. And I can't just make a fucking thing, can I? Oh, I can make a marker? Okay. Does it actually display? Okay, good. That's something. Okay. So we get up to the road.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Okay. Yep. Don't think I can Ambrosia until I get out the gate. And because I'm not 100% sure this is the location, I won't bother fighting enemies, so we will just Ambrosia our way there. Okay.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
I want to fight all these garbage ass enemies. Just to find a waste of my time. Oh yeah, fucking hell. There's such a roundabout route. You just normal ass enemy? Yeah, okay. Two whole fucking guilds. Look around. Might need to be off the chocobo.
You deserve a rest.
Woo! For easy to kill enemies and with good AP. look at the gates. Oh look, ain't that nice? So glad I found that just now. Oh, it could also fucking be here. That was clear view, wasn't it? Fucking hell. Fucking hell! Well, that's why we ran past everything. Okay. I even think maybe in here. Yeah, it was like Kyanor Vent clear view. Alright, let's have a looky.
Keep them pilchers nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Doesn't help that we don't really know exactly what kind of enemy it is.
Run like the wind.
I think that might be it. That's one of Benedicta's harpies. That we'll know for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely is. Alright, that's alright then.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Go. Whoop. Oh shit.
Touch roll ready.
All right. Nice. With a lot of money.
Rest well. I know I will.
I know I will. Okay, so... Yeah, the other one was Rosaria. Probably where we helped that old man from the bees. Because it was... Fuck. It was the Broken Hilt. And it looked like a dragon enemy, so... Oh, hello. Teleporting in front of me. And hopefully we'll get enough renown to get the Berserker ring. Oh yeah, hello. Hello, monster. It's gonna hit hard, so I gotta be careful. There we go, finally. Owie. Fucking hell! Get stunned, you bastard! Yeah, like that. Jeez. Level 30 on level 26. I've got you figured out, bitch. There we go. Little boop on your snoot. Ah, good day, Marky Mark. There we go. We can totally get Berserker around. Excellent.
Oh, there aren't any more of them.
Alright. Boom, baby. I'm currently playing in the middle of a huge mess right now. Looks empty behind me, but the floor is dangerous.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, sir.
Just give me my fucking ring, pillow talk. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavours than making any endeavours of their own. For that I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamoured sort left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him. A busy courtesan.
You earned this.
Alright.
All done?
All done, alright. Whoop, 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 whoop. So instead of badge of metal... Yeah. Temporarily increases attack proficiency of each precision dodge. Yeah. It's damn awesome. Alright, back on task, I guess. No. We need to stock up on our potions. I even used the fucking stone skin tonic in that fight because, yeah, motherfucker was hitting hard.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Oh, yeah, there's trouble in Rosaria. Right.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Alright. No, they've got nothing new, so... Yeah. Pretty much to see if your potions, old lady.
Better I'll be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Bitch, those are not cheap.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Okay.
Is that all?
Alright. Now we go back on task. Whew! I see plants. Oh, I can totally upgrade some stuff. Let's go. Alright, abilities. Let's just get my passives good. So yeah, better Phoenix Shift. Oh, I can't quite do a better Deadly Embrace. That's fine. Ah, fuck it. Bunch of old chocobos.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! We're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions.
I'm just an old man.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Look at me be a sad old man. Droopy face.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Fancy a dancing the gallows jig like the miller's son? Cobalt tassels, yeah. Could have bought shit here. Oh well.
The roads now.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
Speak with several of the villagers, one of two.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
For the locals.
But we need to find out.
What did those knights want, Father?
I told you to stay.
Oh, he's a good dog.
Go on.
Greetings, friend.
Nice ascot.
We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing.
Greetings,
those Imperial
friends.
soldiers
We are
who were
travelers.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
Droopy's got
May
some
I
bite.
at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Speak with the locals.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Oh, hello.
Ever since the auditory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea.
Boom!
Like it.
It's over.
thing. More? Maybe. Yeah, a little overkill. Sick. I do bigger numbers. Yippee. Was there a bunch of goons? Oh look, it's black shields. Yeah, let's fuck them up. Disrespecting your mages. Oh yeah, mate, that's Anime 101. Gotta be a Scream Lord. Alright, master. Trying to self-destruct on me. Oh, hello. Hope that's goodbye talk. Bullshorn braid. Okay. Alright. A little bit distracted. Lucky clash. It's over. Yay, shitty crafting things. Black shield. There we go. Oh, what a tough guy. Do you think there'll be a VR FF when VR gets better? Hard to say. I wonder if they've... I'm trying to think if they've actually had, like, little VR experiences. Personally, I don't think VR will ever be more than a gimmick. like, we've already got into impressive places with VR. You know, I've played, like, last gen VR, and, like, you know, like, the original PlayStation VR. Honestly, really fucking cool. It was a really awesome way to play Resident Evil 7. But it's kind of like, at the end of the day, this is fine. This works. Get to just sit back, enjoy the game. This does what I need it to. You know, you wear a VR headset. Did I get you to play RE7? But that was a really cool way to play RE7, it was. But it's like, you know, the thing, you're wearing this thing on your head, and the PlayStation VR was actually pretty comfortable. It was quite lightweight. But it's like, it gets hot wearing the thing, and like, I found the lenses would fog up, and... You know, it's just, it's messy. Like a VR, like, once they start getting wireless with it, I guess, which I don't know if the VR2's like that. But like, yeah, it's just... You know, it's kind of like 3D technology, you know, immersive 3D. It's like, at the end of the day, kind of hurts your eyes after a while. It's a cool experience. Horror games were particularly good in VR. Because, like, yeah, they'd make it, like, fully immersive.
Blood, Clive.
Just a little bit. Wet. Hope it's not Chris's blood.
You were told to stay in your homes.
No, these guys have our number. That's just the same old grunts we've been fighting.
And still, you would bear your steel.
Bruh, we've killed quite a few of you now.
We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation.
You don't even have a name badge, bro.
In darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true sword.
Hi, mage. No, you don't. No, I'm good. No healing your friends. Ooh, aren't we tough? Oh, get rich! Stupid grunts.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you.
Why, you?
We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Odil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Okay.
find something, boy. Death.
Do you smell something, boy? I smell death, Raggy!
Found her.
Okay. Yep. Just a few corpses.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
Fuck that bitch. I'm a Cersei Lannister archetype.
We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Will I actually get rewarded for exploring is the real question. I somehow don't think so. I'm gonna keep pressing on. Oh, she had such a lovely ascot too. This is Final Fantasy 16. We just push forward. Cersei's actually my favourite Game of Thrones character. They absolutely just wasted her in Season 8. They give her this great build up to like a major villain arc and then they just throw it away. She was a complicated character, that's why I really liked her. Very, very nurturing and caring to those she cared about. Just her circle was very selective and very small, and then she was a ruthless fucking cunt if you weren't in that circle.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Yeah, her kids and her love. Her kids and her true love. And Tywin to a degree. Devil crab! Well, I guess all of, like, Tywin's children. They kind of like hated him in a sense, but they all wanted his affection and approval. He had them all by the balls. Even Joffrey didn't fuck with Tywin.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle felt better.
It's over.
That's the main gate.
Uncle Tywin can spank me in front of all my men and no one will do anything. He's the one who funds my kingdom.
Have mercy.
Voice ridden dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, good enough,
Fuck off.
Find the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties. Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Tyrion with his Cupid moment.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had...
Tyrion's fucking breakdown was definitely like one of the highlights of the whole show.
The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The real question that never gets deliberately answered is, you know, was Shay just a selfish whore? Or did she legitimately have her heart broken by Tyrion, become scorned, and then revert back to being a selfish whore? We'll never know. Tyrion choked her out before we could learn.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Oop.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Apologies, we'll show ourselves out. Oh boy, ain't gonna be that easy. We'll have to clap some cheeks.
Or not.
Morgul for the final blow. Could have just sorted it out with a conversation. I mean, it's what? Because Cersei was literally trying to find any way that she could to, like, break Tyrion and fuck with him. And she was catching on that he might have had a woman. So he broke it off with Shay to try and protect her. Then obviously, yeah. she joined in on helping sentence him to death.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Jontron, is that you?
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is.
He does look like Jontron. Sir Wade, played by Jontron. So Sir Wade was in the prologue of the game. He was one of the capable men who went with a 15-year-old Clive and helped him fight a Morgul.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye.
Oh, I mean.
Foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
I think Shay's just a dickhead.
As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who
Is Shay in Game of Thrones perhaps the most prestigious role?
It cannot be allowed to
Like, prestigious acting role a porn star's ever played?
Stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I suppose Sylvester Stallone technically starred in the fucking softcore
Very well.
porn.
If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Now I didn't know that, now you do.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Yeah, Weekend
And
at
let's hope
Studs,
Sir
I
Wade has a
think
good
it's called.
quartermaster.
The Archduke's son. We'll show him as much mercy as...
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Weekend at Studs was its original name, but then after the success of Rocky, I think they changed it to the Italian Stallion.
What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our
Rocky
advantage.
Balboa, the Italian
How small
Stallion.
exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white? Party members throughout the main scenario, Clive lost and be... Yep. Okay. Not like I get to control them or anything, game. Yeah, you have to march on up there.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Sideways.
Bugger me sideways!
The bastards are lucky I did
There they are. On your command, my lord.
I guess walking forward is my command.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
Two of us are
Then
dominants.
come! Die along with your flame! For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
too easy. Where's the boss?
Reinforcements from the far bank.
There we go. There we go.
More dragons.
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't let them flattered.
Okay, out of here. Hadouken.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking
yes.
you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Yes, that's my Berserker ring, giving value.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Try to dodge it. There we go. Rip.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
I'm sure Jill got a lick or two in there.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Bit of renown, very nice. Yeah. Basic ass crafting items.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might
He's
prove
playing
his
this
downfall.
Game of
It
Thrones
is
of
why he
sorts.
remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
More side
I
quests.
shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Porter Solder. Rossfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Stop.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou
he's
might
crying.
see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. still the finest Madu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
We're all fucking skin you, Rutherford.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did
Byron's a big goof.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive.
New favourite character.
The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. Besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's
Oh,
greatest
goofy moment.
failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Rutherford!
Fun.
Oh, Rutherford!
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
Shakes
And when
both
you
hands.
do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done,
Thou kiss.
will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Oh, Clive. You have all the game and zero game at the same time. He's married to his duty. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian
okay.
Probably make an educated guess.
Alrighty, we're coming up to time. Let's whack up some... Van, you're not tit.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? It's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sounds riveting.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
A culinary pilgrimage. See if this one has me also running around.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear
New
of
buildings
these
being
Guardians of the
posted
Flame?
every day.
August.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit?
Innit?
So, what you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
This'll be for some
you'd
equipment.
understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now?
Guess assuming
I
that
told
G's
you
in there,
not to
how
stick your
is
nose in my
dinner looking?
business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
You're both Blackthorn and Karen are sourpusses.
It's nothing really.
We're
Stupid.
gruff old people.
Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit.
I have great pride in me work.
And then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
For fucking triggered,
Right.
mate.
We're going.
I wanna be the
Always thought of
very
our Blackthorns a bit of a force
best.
of nature.
No one ever
Storm
was.
cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
I think that area I went to before is where it is.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
How are my items? I
And
think they're
what
alright.
can I do for you?
All they used was the high potions. Sick.
You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Yeah, I am, aren't I? So yeah, Sambrec, here, Norvent. That's Martha's Rest.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Oh, hello.
Leatherwork will have to wait. Vogel, look sharp.
Oh, we. Damn, he's fucking my shit up. Get out here, bitch! Whoop. Whoa, he's the Psycho Crusher. Whoop. You see, they're going with the eagle look. I thought there was a griffin, like half eagle, half lion.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man?
I fucking better be. Just had to murder a majestic beast. Good boy.
Fetch! Are you alright?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
I believe there's definitely different subspecies of griffins in this.
Tell by the smell of me.
Different
Not so
colours
lowly
and
from
shit.
what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do.
Yes.
Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make.
Side
You
and
send
stuff.
your blacksmith my regards.
Will do.
Those greaves.
And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
I was about to say, I should be able to actually quick travel right in front of him. Alright, I guess I'll wrap this quest up.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Oops. Rachel never responded to me. Sad times.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it.
Yes,
a few times too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see?
He was an Arabic. He was an Arabic-looking man.
Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are.
His
But
name's
our friend
Camel.
Camille guards a long-held family secret. The details of which
I
are
asked her
subject to some
if you
debate in the
ordered
leather
dinner.
working community.
Then we better keep this close to our
I
chests.
was wondering if I squeeze out these fucking side quests or not.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Take this mop. Go clean the latrine, you fuck. That's right. I won't push the stream too much further. Okay, so I've actually got to craft it. Drixler gear recipes unlocked. Blah blah blah. Probably need to hunt the marks.
What do you want?
So an electrum and gelatinous
Anything
mass.
else? That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Yeah, I won't keep my viewers around too long. So yeah, we'll just start winding down, I guess.
To borrow a book, Sid?
Oh, that's Tip!
This one till we
We
finish.
found him, he's one of these little shits. I'm guessing the boy. Hi, Tit, you fuck. You've been eating your tarts, Tit. Tit and his fucking tarts, I tell you. Let's update the tones and get the cute little...
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. What subject shall we consider today?
Extant
Did
encyclopedia.
you learn everything you needed?
Alright. Do we have a reading table? Let's go check it.
Headlands wouldn't be half as bad with all the bloody dust.
Oh yeah, just a few things. All quiet in the Dominion. The Dalmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realise what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my cobber on this conflict. Not playing out any time soon. I shall keep you apprised. Love, Gav. Okay. A flame none the brighter. My Lord Marcus, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago. A true bearer of your father's legacy, if only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you again. Hugs and kisses, Wade. Apple a day. Glad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze, they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was the time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these, what for their foul bite, but for him it were never about the flavour, but about what they represented, our ability to make it our own, and look at us now. Sid would be proud. Yours, Otto. Oh, bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person. But for every day we spend together it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say White Heart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate, and here, so many years later, we find she has spent her life doing that exact same thing. Defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Handshakes, Jill. Alright. Yep, I guess that's a dumb place as any to leave it. So, yeah, no DBD stream tomorrow. Don't know if we'll be doing FF16 next week. If anything, there'll be an abundance of DBD next week. Might be fucking streaming off my PS5's native streaming, so it's gonna be very budget. Very budget looking. But, yeah. Fucking big times there. Big times ahead. Last day of work tomorrow. Yeah, it doesn't quite feel real. And yeah, thank you for wishing me good luck in the move. But I won't keep you guys any longer. Thanks for coming along and watching, hanging out as usual. Until the next one, take care, y'all. Bye.